Hey guys, OstricVox here, and this is a video I've been meaning to make for quite some time. And I know this video won't cause most people to stop addressing such episodes as filler, but I still want to rant about it. There is no such thing as a filler episode in Steven Universe, with the exception of Say Uncle, which is a non-canon episode, as explained by Rebecca Sugar, and even that kind of fits into the narrative in terms of Steven having control over how he uses his shield. But let me rewind a little bit. The term filler came from anime, specifically animated adaptations of manga. Notoriously Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Bleach, but exists in nearly almost every adaptation. Filler is content that's added into the anime that was not present in the manga to drag out the episodes so the manga itself could catch up and stay ahead of the game, so the anime won't catch up to the manga, because if they adapt 2-3 chapters per episode, they're going to catch up to the manga pretty quickly. Typically animes like to stay a few months up to a year behind the manga. I think lately it's been more like a year behind, but in some cases like Attack on Titan, where the season is years in between each other, then 3 years behind the manga. Fillers can either be additional scenes that weren't present in the manga, dragging out scenes, like in Dragon Ball's case, they would add extra scenes of people powering up, or hold shots of fights, expressions, reactions, just anything they could to make the episode longer, to avoid adapting more manga chapters, and so the manga could stay ahead of the game. In Naruto's case, they did filler not only to stay ahead of the manga, stay behind the manga. Sorry. Naruto not only did filler to stay behind the manga, but because Naruto Shippuden is currently TV Tokyo's #1 show, and the more episodes means more ratings, more revenue, more money, and the longer it's on, the more that money comes. Right now, Naruto actually adapted up to its semi-last chapter. The only chapter I haven't adapted yet is 700, and that's a time skip. So the actual story of Naruto is finished, but that's not stopping them from doing more filler arcs and holding chapter 700 ransom until they adapt it. Which, Lord even knows when that's gonna be. And even after that, they're gonna just adapt the rest of the light novels, the side stories, and the spin-off that's going on right now about Naruto's son, Boruto. Needless to say, that's gonna stick around for a while. Now, not all filler had nothing to do with the plot. Some fillers expanded on the plot, gave more information that the manga failed to do, but it's still filler because it wasn't present in the manga, therefore it's not canon material, no matter how well it expands it. But filler has almost always been associated with anime adaptations, until really the last 5 or so years. The earliest instance I can think of someone calling something filler is either Avatar: Last Airbender or Ben 10 Alien Force. Episodes that didn't really progress the overarching story, or didn't really seem useful at the time of the episode airing. And well, that's not filler, simply because every episode is canon. There are no episodes of Avatar: Last Airbender or Ben 10 Alien Force, unless specifically stated that they're what-ifs, that are non-canon or filler. All the episodes are canon and have happened in that universe. And guess what? That applies to Steven Universe. A lot of people like to say that, especially the town episodes, are filler because they don't progress the overarching plot. A lot of people were like, oh, most of Season 1 is filler. Oh, Season 2 has some filler episodes. Oh, a lot of Season 4 so far has just been filler. Like, that's not the case at all. Character development, knowing more about Steven's personal life, things that can be referenced later, are not filler. And why aren't they filler? Because they're canon. There is no Steven Universe manga that came first that the show's adapting. And like I said, this goes beyond Steven Universe. I've seen even like shows like The Flash or Arrow. Literally any show that has some kind of plot. If an episode doesn't advance that plot in some way, shape, or form, people will call it filler, and that's just ridiculous. Hell, people call Dragon Ball Super and a lot of its episodes filler, but the entirety of that anime is canon. The mangaka of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, wrote the plot for Super. The anime comes first, therefore there's no filler. And my biggest problem with calling an episode filler is you never know when they're going to be important. I'm sure your first time watching Steven Universe, you can say Watermelon Steven is filler, and then the episode Super Watermelon Island happens, and the Watermelon Stevens are helping out with the fight with Malachite. Or Laser Light Cannon. Oh yeah, they introduced the light cannons, but oh, it doesn't really progress the overarching plot. And then fast forward to season 1, and turns out that the Red Eye was a home-wrote device trying to see if there were any gems left on Earth. The episode Island Adventure, that didn't really have any home-roll gems. It had a corrupted gem, and it was a Lars and Sadie episode. Sadie gets the scar that appears in other episodes. And it introduces the location of Mask Island, something that I'm sure we'll see again after we saw it in Super Watermelon Island. The show brings up stuff from the past, and integrates it into the plot all the time. And Steven Universe has no one-off characters. All these characters, as stated by the Crewniverse themselves, will appear again. Hell, Ronaldo's girlfriend was in episode Lion 2, but a lot of people probably forgot about her then. So Mr. Frowny, Onion's friends, they're probably going to come back again, because the Crewniverse said there are no one-off characters. Will they be important to the plot when they come back? We'll see. But that's not the only reason why I'm saying, oh, it's not filler, because people can be like, even if they come back again, it's not going to say that's a plot episode. Look at Pearl's art. Is Story for Steven, We Need to Talk, and Mr. Greg filler episodes because they don't involve the diamonds? Well, no. People aren't going to call those episodes fillers because they have Pearl's character development. Key character development. Is Drop B Dad filler? Despite the ending going directly into Mr. Greg? These are the points I'm trying to make, but above all, oh geez, what happened to my voice? Above all, Rebecca Sugar said that the reason why there's no filler episode of Steven Universe is because she doesn't want to have the show seem like every day in Steven's life is some apocalyptic fight for survival. That every day it's all or nothing. She wants to show that Steven does have a normal, stable life. Well, as stable as it can get. That he has a support system, that he has people who care about him outside of the gems. And I know you guys will say, oh well, you know, don't take the term filler literally. Like, I can still say filler is filler if there's no plot advancement, because that's just how I view it. I know it may not actually be filler, but there's no major revelations or even minor revelations, so who cares? And I understand that, but think of it like this. Look at any other show, like Gumball, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Harvey Beaks, Rick and Morty, whatever. Not every episode of those shows have some grand revelation, but there are episodes that do have continuity. The characters do go through some character arcs. A lot of these characters are not the same as they began. So does that mean the episodes that don't have any huge revelations or callbacks or whatever, does that mean those episodes are filler? No. But like I said, since a show like Steven Universe has more of a steady plot, people will like to call episodes without big plot advancements filler because they're expected, have this expectation that every episode has to have a huge plot advancement. Every episode needs to have a new fusion, or a homeworld gem, or Jasper's robbing a bank, stealing candy from a baby, whatever the case may be. But that'd be kind of, I don't know, exhausting if every episode was super plot oriented. I like the build-up that the show has, and I like the Beat City episodes because they add a much more human layer to Steven and really all of the gems. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that a little. I know a lot of you guys will disagree. I know some of you guys will agree. You guys can call it whatever you want. These are just my thoughts. And like I said, I want to hear yours, so comment down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe. It really helps me out. Awestruck Vox, signing out.